That being back's a big surprise, actually.
Yeah, he's been inactive for about 3 months, former top 5 on the PR. Generally, when he's active, like, he's almost always going to be in the discussion because getting a win on Seth is very, very hard to do. Outside of our top 3 in Chicago, wins on Seth are almost non-existent.
And Seth, like, he did decently well at Frostbite. He got 33rd, so...
Yeah, he was, I think, the 3rd highest placing Chicago player or something, because we actually didn't do crazy well as a... As a city. Yeah. Our region did all right, but like specifically our like PR, like our Chicago PR was a little bit rough. That's okay.
Oh my
Seth.
God.
Yeah, so both these guys, you're going to see a lot of hyper-aggression from 2 characters that actually have the ability to wall each other out with projectiles. But it's harder to wall out Yoshi through the super armor, and both of these players are not afraid to play close quarters. So this is actually, when Seth was number 4 last, Panda was number 5. Like, these guys are actually very close, and honestly, this would be a pretty big win for Panda Bair.
Yeah. I'm sure they played each other a lot, too. It doesn't look like Panda's lost in the matchup, like most people would be, because like Yoshi's very obscure as far as what characters you play.
They've actually surprisingly not played a whole lot. You'd think they would have because like 4-5 seed type of thing, but it's been one of those things where like Seth would show up when Panda wasn't here, Panda would show up when Seth wasn't here, and there just wasn't a whole lot that could be done. Their career sets are probably at like under 5. So, Villager Yoshi, though, real interesting matchup, something you're not going to see too often in too many places, as Seth out to the early lead, but like you said, Panda seems to know the matchup pretty well. He's keeping up.
This is kind of where, like, Villager's going to start to struggle to kill without Rage, and Yoshi's probably just going to rack on as much as possible. Like, these eggs are going to get annoying, and every little hit from Seth is just going to kind of build up this wall for Panda to climb.
Yeah, also it gets perpetually scarier because Yoshi can kill fairly early, and when you give a character like Yoshi max rage, I mean, like when this game first came out, you had people speculating that like, oh, Yoshi has a little bit of lift with his upbeat. He's like a top 5 character. He's so good. And, I mean, he wasn't bad. He got really hurt by the DLC.
Yeah.
Like, he gets massacred by DLC. But overall, as a character, Yoshi's got some tools. And one of the big tools he has is his heaviness, although you see right there the triple turnip coming out to play to take Seth's stock at 186. So Panda got a lot more work to do. I like that Panda's using the egg. Like, he'll catch the egg and he knows like how to space it, how to use it.
Yeah, and it looks like he always hits the same angle on it. So like, he can actually use it like as a very well-spaced and thought-out projectile. And it puts on quite a bit of hit stun if you hit someone with one.
Oh, forward smash, raw. Any other stage that kills. Panda barely living, thanks to Battlefield. But a stage that Seth is not afraid.
Smash? Ooh, nope.
I like that he tried to just do the grab release and the jab just to get as much possible damage out of a throw as he could. Because Panda's just at too much damage to really get anything out of a throw. 128%, that's quite a bit for Villager. One decent confirm, and that's going to be all she wrote for game 1. Seth not even looking for confirms, he's just looking for hard reads at this point.
Any stray hit will probably do it.
Yeah, both these guys not afraid to throw out some of their haymakers. Panda especially with the bowling ball. Villager at 140 with Rage with the bowling ball. That could kill Yoshi pretty quick too. This is an incredibly even game. Panda's really been fighting back.
Most of Panda's kill setups are actually online right now, except for like, you know, the slingshot won't kill yet, but oh, that will.
Oh, that was great. He did jab 1, didn't go for the jab 2, and he hoped that Panda would short hop or like just jump into it. That's such a crazy good setup. Wow. So Seth hasn't lost a beat. Oh. Kid's still very good.
Yeah, it's crazy to see. Like, played him in the hotel room, but this is something else. Bracket Seth is much better than what I played back then.
Bracket Seth is terrifying. Practice Seth is actually hot garbage. If I'm being honest, like he doesn't care at all until he actually sits down and plays, like for real.
And just kind of content to wait. Oh. So that's been kind of going like a little bit high every time. So like he goes right above the jab range, and he's not falling into any bowling ball early kills or anything like that.
Yeah, a lot of Panda's damage has just been from like the zone and keep shooting slingshots forever. I don't want to call it like the lane playstyle, but like if it's working, Seth has had a little bit of a hard time getting through some of the slingshot bullets. But once Seth gets even remotely close, I know that's kind of the story against Villager most of the time, but Panda's been really good at just like not getting hit by eggs, just as much as Seth's been real good at not getting hit by like anything but slingshots from Panda.
Panda's really, his 3 big like damage hits right now are like down air, nair, and slingshots.
He went for the jab 1 forward smash that time, I think, as a conditioning mechanism to try to get Panda to air dodge through an up smash attempt. So also really smart once again. Seth just online at the moment.
Oh, but that's going to do it.
Good up tilt. Very good ledge coverage. Yoshi's got a very big hitbox too, so Panda actually, if he was a couple steps left, it still would have killed.
Oh! All the way out there.
That snout, yo. Booped him with the snoot. So these guys playing each other even once again. But as we've talked about, this is kind of where Seth really comes to play. Is like bracket Seth in a second stock. It suddenly seems like he's hard to hit, and all of his conditioning really comes into play. It's very opposite to like Panda just kind of is like, I'm going to throw projectiles out player. Like I'm going to avoid what you do, and I'm going to poke you down, and then I'm going to go for some cool stuff at the end. Like he can't really just go for the cool stuff early. Conditioning's hard.
Yeah, he fished for the egg into forward air for a really long time. And then when Panda was like, I'm going to land in front of you, he just forward smashed it. He already knew.
He just, yeah, he planned that across the board. So Seth with the violent 2-0.
Yeah, he's doing really well. I mean, exactly as we expected, I guess.
Yeah, so it looks like we're on a collision course of E2C players. We're going to have Tyroy and Seth in winner semis, if I'm not mistaken. Which means, what, Dan and Big Mac are the 2-3? So